Very
Okay, we are live on Sports Today with big breaking news coming in. It's not 9:30, it's much more convenient time, 8 p.m. It's not the end of the week, it is not Friday.
Or the end of the day.
It is Monday. And so the team for the Ireland T20Is, 3 T20Is that will be played in Ireland, that has been announced. Let it be, that's okay. The Ireland T20 team has been announced, and it's interesting to note that Jasprit Bumrah is the captain, though if you had been following all the updates on Sports Today, this wouldn't have come as a surprise. And if you followed the latest video that we had put, that of Jasprit Bumrah bowling full tilt, I might add, in that practice game that was played in the NCA against a junior team, young cricketers, but it wasn't the opposition so much as it was how Jasprit Bumrah was bowling. And whatever one saw of those visuals of him bowling full tilt, it was, you know, that pace that you know Jasprit Bumrah for, that was there. The ball was also moving around. I think he finished with one wicket.
One wicket,
and
34
the most heartening
runs.
thing, 10 overs.
Yeah, he bowled 10 overs in 2 5-over spells.
Okay, and the other person who was also bowling in that practice game, another fast bowler, his name is also in the squad, that is Prasidh Krishna. Can we see the West Indies T20 squad? The West Indies T20 squad that has been selected. So Prasidh Krishna is the other fast bowler alongside Jasprit Bumrah that are returning to the setup. So that's great sign. By the way, if you saw the BCCI press release and the latest updates that we had done on the players' fitness, there were clear indications that both Jasprit Bumrah, Prasidh Krishna were almost match ready. And so if they were match ready, then it is no surprise that they've made it here. Sir, just go to Google and do India squad for T20.
No typing in that keyboard there. The keyboard is virtual, so we'll have to do something in there. But I can take the West Indies T20I squad right.
First, go through this. One of you.
I'll quickly read through. Yeah. So the team is, and it's again no surprise, Jasprit Bumrah has been named captain. Rituraj Gaikwad named vice captain. Very interesting. And the rest of the members.
Why is that interesting? Isn't he
captain of the Asian Games squad as well? Yes. Yeah. Again, someone who's not even a certified regular vice captain. They clearly have high hopes for him. Thereafter, rest of the squad members: Yashasvi Jaiswal, Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh, Sanju Samson, Jitesh Sharma, Shivam Dubey, Washington Sundar, Shahbaz Ahmed, Ravi Bishnoi, Prasidh Krishna, Arshdeep Singh, Mukesh Kumar, and Avesh Khan. That's your entire squad.
So there's clear stress on T20 regulars. Okay, if I was to take a look at the players, and there is the one big question mark. Apart from the positive news of Jasprit Bumrah and Prasidh Krishna making it, the one question mark is that I do not see all the regulars in T20 cricket. So if you are looking at India's regular T20I team, which does not include Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and KL Rahul.
In this series, we don't even have a regular captain. Hardik Pandya is also not there.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm just going to look at the regulars of the T20I teams that have not made it. And that's not the only one. So your captain in Hardik Pandya is not there. And I'm a bit surprised with that. We'll talk about it in detail. If we were to take a look at the Indian squad for the West Indies series, out of the T20 players that have been picked, who are missing?
Okay, so India's T20I squad at this point, there is no Ishan Kishan.
Yes.
Shubman Gill is not there. Yashasvi Jaiswal is there. Tilak Verma.
There.
Yeah. Surya Kumar Yadav is not there. Sanju is there in both.
No, I want to know who are not there.
Okay, so Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, Shubman Gill are not there. Hardik Pandya is not there. Aksar Patel is not there. Yajwendra Chahal and Kuldeep, the Kulcha duo, aren't there. And the rest of the players, Umran is not there.
So 8 regular members of the T20 team. I am assuming, and it's not just an assumption, you've seen what the Indian team has been like. 8 players from which is going to be a first choice T20I team are not part of this Ireland series. Now I cannot understand why that is. Is it because Ireland is not the strongest team, so we don't need to field the strongest squad? Is that the
that is the thinking?
But I mean, no, if you look at some of these names, Sky, Shubman, Ishan Kishan are all players who you would expect to be playing in your ODI World Cup, at least in the squad, not necessarily in the.
No, why have the regulars not been picked for the Ireland series is what I want to know.
See, if I can take forward Shane's argument, 3 of those guys will be getting ready for the Asia Cup. 13th, the series ends, the T20I series ends, the West Indies ends. And then after that, you have potentially 15 to 16 days left for the Asia Cup. ODI mold, okay. Then in that sense, let's send our D team.
No, but okay, so just to let you know, your third T20I is 23rd.
Yeah.
A week later is when your Asia Cup is starting.
correct, yes.
A week later. So why is it a problem that your Asia Cup players, let's say Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, these are all going to be part of your Asia Cup team that I'm looking at. So 7, 8 of those regular members, why could they not be playing here and going there?
Workload management.
So what is workload management? Most of these players that we are talking about, okay, leave Ishan Kishan aside and leave Shubman Gill aside, though I'll come to them as well. They have played test matches. So you're looking at workload management, I can understand. But the rest of them, Hardik Pandya is not playing test match cricket.
Neither is Sky.
Surya Kumar Yadav is not playing test match cricket. So what is the workload management? They're playing 3 ODIs here. That too, not all of them are going to get a chance because you're experimenting.
Yes.
Maybe 5 T20Is.
Yeah.
You're anyway, if you're coming from the West Indies, you have to go via UK. You will have to go to Europe and then come.
Yes.
Anyway, so if you're going there, why not play 3 T20Is? And then I would think, and I'm now also going to include. First, I said the ones that played test cricket, okay, still workload management. But I'm saying, why even workload management for the ones who played test cricket? Your Shubman Gill is woefully out of form.
Yes.
Okay. Ishan Kishan, you want to see more of him. That's why you're trying him and making him be an opener. If you want to see more of them for the ODI World Cup, why would you not have them play white ball cricket? I know it's a different format, but runs will not hurt. If a Shubman Gill was to get you a 70 or a 50, 60 in a T20 game, is that confidence not going to be great for him when he goes for the Asia Cup? Would you rather have an undercooked Shubman Gill, out of form Shubman Gill, than have an in-form Shubman Gill?
We would want to. But then look at how this team management is functioning. This is the same team management and Hardik Pandya in the second ODI who said, oh, the amount of cricket Virat and Rohit have played, we need to rest them.
No, but we agree that was just
Exactly.
That was not an excuse.
But again, they are caught up between the formats and they want to look at the workload management and the rest and rotation.
But I cannot understand workload management.
That is the thing.
I will ask you guys a different question, and you guys also do chip in with your answers. Okay, please give me those answers. Can we go to the comment section, please? I want to know from everyone, when you're playing every third day IPL, you play 14 matches.
Bare minimum.
There is no workload management, 14 matches. How many white ball matches that you have to play at a go right now before the Asia Cup or the World Cup?
Before the Asia Cup, including this plus 5 plus 3, you have to play a total of 9. All white ball formats included.
Then
9.
Can they not play 9? Is it too much to ask for them to play 9 white ball matches ahead of the World Cup? They can play 14 non-stop every third day, one game in the IPL. But when it comes to India cricket, I cannot understand this workload management. I would have expected my top T20I team to go here. I know this is not the T20I World Cup year. Many people will say, why focus on T20Is? This is the ODI World Cup year. My point is, I am looking at seeing the rhythm of my bowlers. I am looking at seeing the form of my batters. And right now, the biggest problem, which the team has also accepted, you're running helter-skelter to arrange for players to play in your ODI team. You don't know the form. Then see the form here. Please let them play. Let an Ishan Kishan, if he's getting run here, play here as well. Let him get 2-3 50s. Shubman Gill is not in form. Let him play 2-3 games, get runs. Umran
Malik, yes.
I'm saying an Umran Malik. Let him bowl here. See, it's a matter of playing a few games. You get wickets. You're into rhythm. I have no problem. In fact, this is good. You've got Jasprit Bumrah, Prasidh Krishna to come here. Ravi Bishnoi, I can understand. He's a guy we're going to be looking at into the Indian team, going ahead in the future. Arshdeep, I'm happy about. Mukesh Kumar, these are regulars that you're looking at. But please, instead of including players, nothing against Jitesh Sharma. I think he will be a future going forward. Nothing against Rinku Singh as well, Tilak Verma as well. All of these, if you want to test them out for T20, you will have enough opportunities. Right now, focus is ODI World Cup. Right now, focus is white ball form. It's okay if they're playing T20. Please, all of those guys, Indian cricket, the biggest problem that Indian cricket is in at the moment is that our guys are out of form. Even Hardik Pandya.
Yes.
Hardik
woefully
Pandya
out
is
of form.
not in good form with the bat. Would you rather have him rotate and do this, workload management? I would rather have Hardik Pandya go play the 3 T20Is. It takes one inning to get your confidence back. What if that one inning came here?
Yeah, and he's been having. See, the concept of workload management and rotation all ceased after you had a 1 month break from the WTC to the West Indies tour.
Exactly.
Why can't the Indian team management now play with your core and looking ahead for both the T20 World Cup and the ODI World Cup from July itself? Why couldn't they have done it?
See, you're already going to be testing youngsters
And
in
remember,
T20Is because of the simple fact that the likes of Rohit, Virat and KL are out of the scheme of things as of now.
Yeah.
So you're bringing in plenty of youngsters anyway. Here you've gone towards a CD team model.
And again, remember, look at this name, Sanju Samson. He is not going to get a chance in the West Indies series. Okay, he'll be a first choice keeper.
But
I'm saying it's good. If he's your first choice, I'm telling you, don't be surprised. If he's your first choice keeper, let's say he doesn't get too many chances in West Indies.
Yeah.
Let's say he doesn't get too many runs here. I'm telling you, if Sanju Samson gets a 60, 70 and a 50 in the 3 matches there, the whole world will be saying, bring Sanju for the Asia Cup.
Yes.
There's a good chance. I am not going to be disappointed if I'm Sanju Samson. My problem is that I am saying the guys who are going for Asia Cup, you're resting them because you're saying there's Asia Cup and World Cup.
Yeah.
But what rest? They're just coming off an off season.
Yeah.
They are all white ball guys. They didn't go for WTC.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
And after
they
this-
did not play the tests in West Indies. They have just started their
Yeah.
season with the 3 ODIs, which also not everyone is playing. Then they're playing 3 T20s. Please have all of them play these
Yeah.
320s. There's not enough time. You yourself are saying, the team management is
We're
saying
scrambling.
that we are scrambling.
Yes.
We don't know what to do because 2 of our players are injured. So you are resting Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma right now because you want to see how others are performing. Now you have a chance of playing these 320s to see white ball form. Even if it's T20s and you're looking at ODI, I'll get an indication. I'll get it. If Shubman gets me 80 runs in one of the games, I know that,
The touch
he's
is
getting.
there.
Yeah. If a Hardik starts getting runs, Hardik's not been getting runs. Let to be told.
But the guy
Why
I'm
not
feeling
play here?
very bad for is Umran Malik. Because he could have gotten into the groove playing all the games. He's not going to see, he's not a sure starter for the West Indies T20Is.
He's not a sure starter for even the World Cup.
Yes.
He's not.
If
Why
you want
not
to.
a UZ Chahal also?
Yeah.
Your
He's-
UZ Chahal
He's
is
not
part
played,
of
yeah.
your ODIs team, right?
Yeah.
He's not getting a chance
He
to
didn't
play
get a
here.
game, yeah.
Will you not want him to play? What is the need? What is there workload management needed for Yuzvendra
For
Chahal?
Yuzvendra
who is
Chahal,
not
it was
part
2
of
months.
Test
Yeah,
team.
2
Never
months
played
in the
Test.
series.
Yeah.
Then he's got 1 month off. Now he's in West Indies. He's not got a chance to play. Now there is a series here.
Yeah.
You can play him. You're resting him.
He is getting a 2.5 month break. After the IPL, neither did he play the WTC, neither did he play the 2 ODIs.
Or 2
It's
ODIs.
already August, 2 months gone, June, July. He's not playing even that. Maybe in the T20Is against the West Indies, that's it. Then again a break.
And-
September.
And why I was saying I feel bad for Sanju, and this is where I'm playing devil's advocate and trying to think of it from the BCCI's perspective, not defending it because I'm not a fan of the decision to change the team this much.
Yes.
I know you want to bring in young players, yes, good, whatever, but you still want to be playing at least your B team and not your C, D team. Why I feel for the likes of, say, who are the players who are involved here? There's a Sanju Samson. Who else is there who would have been part of the... No one. Actually, why I feel for Sanju is because I think now he's definitely out of the scheme of things as far as the ODI World Cup is
ODI World
concerned.
Cup's
Even if he gets runs.
No, you cannot. How will you stop? You cannot stop a man if he gets runs. I'm telling you.
Okay, what if KL is fit?
Does not matter.
They're not dropping Ishan.
This
They
same-
can come in
I
right
am
end.
telling you.
They won't.
See, if you are Sanju Samson,
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do?
Get runs. No, I
Yes.
agree. I agree.
I am saying Sanju Samson is going to get a chance
Maybe
because
it's
there is no KL Rahul.
Yeah.
Because there are some games you are resting.
Hmm.
Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Sanju Samson. If I'm Sanju Samson, I'm saying you get a couple of big totals in the 5 games. You see how things change. We are a country who has got Ajinkya Rahane back into test team after
Yeah.
an
2 IPL
IPL
matches.
performance. Nobody, if I had spoken to you before that IPL, if I had told you that Ajinkya Rahane can
Yeah.
come back, you would have said no chance. One IPL is come back. I'm saying, we react to what is happening.
Yes.
If Sanju Samson is to get runs, there is nothing cast in stone. The only thing cast in stone is Rohit Sharma will be captain, Virat Kohli will be part of your 11.
But again, this is the same team management. Let me make it very clear in case of Sanju Samson. ODIs prior to the T20 World Cup, 66 average, 104 strike
At
rate.
one position. by
At
the
one
way.
position.
Number 5.
But it was the same team management who has not played Sanju Samson in an ODI ever since November 2022. Okay, you can argue for the fact that an inopportune knee injury that he got, that ruled him out of action for 2 months. What happened in those 2 months?
No, but Siddharth, that's gone by. That's gone by. I'm looking at the future. I'm saying he is getting chances.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, at the end of this, what has happened has happened. Sanju Samson would have played at least 3-4 games by the time West Indies tour has ended, right? It is now up to Sanju Samson to get runs. If he doesn't get runs, sorry.
Yeah.
What has happened is happened. He has to look. He's got a chance to go here. I am saying the problem is the guys who have not gone.
Yeah.
I think
7-8 guys.
yes, I am not happy. Please, can we have the notepad, please? I want to write the names, and these are the names, and I want everyone who's joining us, 400 odd that are watching us. I'm going to write names of players that have not been selected.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Who
Ishan
are-
Kishan.
Who are part? No, I'll do it. No problem.
Do it from there. Pen.
Yeah, okay. Now, that's okay, I'll do it. People who are not part of, why is it not coming?
Pen is fine.
Okay, just leave it now. Will it come?
Well, it seemed to have given up on us.
Can
This does
you
not
type it? Okay, Saraj, why don't you write it for me? Okay, write it from there.
Oh, nothing working. Touch isn't working.
You write it for us, please.
Yeah.
I want to write the names of the players that have a part of your team.
Just type it
Please
rather
write
than
the
write.
heading.
Type it,
Please
type it.
write the heading. Please write the heading. Can you write the heading for me?
If you want, I can go and type it for you.
Yeah, please.
I'll type it.
Siddharth, please type
I'll do
the
it.
heading for us.
In a notepad, I'll do it.
Notepad with all you have to do is type.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I want to know from you guys as well in terms of the regulars, and I think that is the biggest talking point from this selection. It doesn't matter whether Ruturaj Gaikwad is there, Yashasvi Jaiswal is there, Tilak Verma is there. Doesn't matter. No, first please give me the heading.
Okay.
Okay, make the font size big,
Yeah.
as big as possible. Yeah, make it 70. Yeah, please give the heading. What workload management? Caps, please.
Yeah. What work?
I want to know what is this workload management? Okay, because
Yeah.
for the Ireland series, you have not picked a lot of players.
Yeah, I'll
okay?
type the players,
These
yeah.
are your regular T20 players. Lot of them are part of your ODI. You can make this font size a bit smaller if you want, but please write those. Give them numbers.
Yeah.
Please give them numbers.
Okay.
1 is Ishan Kishan. 1, yeah. Okay. 2, Surya Kumar Yadav. Please. 3,
Wait.
Shubman Gill,
Shubman
Hardik
Gill.
Pandya.
that's okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill. Hardik
Okay.
Pandya.
There's Hardik Pandya. Umran Malik.
Yeah.
Yuzvendra Chahal.
Kuldeep
Kuldeep.
Yadav.
Now make this font a bit small, please.
Yeah.
Select all. Yeah.
Format.
Yeah. Make it 36. Yeah. Okay. No,
I'll make it 48.
Yeah. No, but the headline has to be 72, please.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus. No.
No, then I'll select the headline in a different way. 48, and this can be 72.
This is the team for the Ireland series, and
It will happen for the whole.
It happens to the whole.
It happens.
Notepad
okay,
is a
reduce the
little-
gap here, please, Siddharth. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now we fitted. We'll fit one more.
We can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the 8th player? That's okay. These things doesn't matter. Who's the 8th man?
Aksar.
Akshar Patel.
Akshar is another one.
Yes. Akshar Patel. Okay.
Yeah.
Now please. Okay. That's it. Just leave it at that. Now this is the biggest talking point, right? In your Ireland team, these are your regular T20 players that have not been selected. 8 of them. Now, I'm going to talk to you and why I wanted them. One argument will be this is Ireland, doesn't matter, this and that. It is even that way. West Indies didn't matter. West Indies is also the same level as Ireland. Sorry to, spill the beans on that, but it is the truth. I don't want to sound harsh, but it is the truth. There isn't much of a difference between the West Indian standard and Ireland standard as we speak right now. Okay, so if this is inconsequential, then West Indies is, and if workload management is there, then you should have rested everyone for West Indies also. That doesn't happen. What is the problem in Indian cricket right now, which now the coach has openly come out and said? He has said that we do not know what is the status of Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul.
Yes.
So we are looking for people to fill in a World Cup squad. 50 over, I agree. So what are you doing? You have gone to West Indies, you have dropped players like Virat Kohli as well as Rohit Sharma. Why? Because you need to test a lot of players and their form, whether they are the guys you can take with you to the World Cup. I agree with it. In fact, on Sports Today, we have supported it a lot of time. We've had arguments, some have gone against it, some have gone pro of that, but I've supported it. I've supported because I understand these are unusual circumstances. We've supported it. But this, if I was to extend that logic, this you cannot support then. If you need game time to test these players, then why are these players not playing in Ireland? Why is it Ishan Kishan? Are you 100% sure of Ishan Kishan's place in the team?
No.
In the ODI World Cup team? You're not.
No.
Then why is he not playing the T20 series in Ireland after West Indies? Surya Kumar Yadav, are you 100% sure?
Not at all.
Why is he not playing the T20 series? I know people will say different format. No, I want to see his form. I want to see his form. Is he in good form or not? If he's not in good form in T20 also, then I'm not going to look at him in the ODI World Cup. That chapter will be closed. Shubman Gill, is he in good form?
Bad form.
Bad
That's
form.
the question.
Lean
What do you
patch,
want?
yeah.
What would I want? For me, if I am a coach or a selector or whatever, if I am wanting for a good player like Shubman to get into form, what's my only solution?
Get as many game times and score runs.
Game time.
Game
Simple answer. Game time. How do I give him game time? By making him go there. He's had enough rest, right? There was a 1 month rest. After that, you've just started one series. And that too, it's not that he scored 200s, that he's so tired. He's hardly spent any time batting there. So what would I want? I want him to play. He's not there. Hardik Pandya,
Not playing much.
personally, form with the bat, not been great. What do I want him to do? What would I want him to do?
Also, he's not played anything since the IPL.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lack
Then
of
was
game
not
time.
part of WTC. Then a 1 month break.
2 months, 2 tests. he
Two
wasn't
test series
there.
against West Indies.
How will he get into form? Is it a magic wand that he reaches Asia Cup and boom, he will start?
Yeah.
No, I want him to play more games. I want him to captain this team. I'm not looking at it. Don't give me this excuse that this is not the T20 World Cup here. I know that. But I'm looking for game time, international game time. How do I get it? Umran Malik,
Woefully out of form.
not in form. But you all believe that he has potential.
Yeah.
You want him to come good. The only way he can come good is if he
Game
keeps
time.
bowling. Game time. If you don't want to pick him also, let him play an Ireland series and then decide that
Yeah.
boss, we tried you in West Indies, we tried you in Ireland. Sorry boss.
Not working.
आपका कुछ नहीं हो सकता. We are moving ahead.
Not for now. Like
Exactly. Maybe later, but not now. World Cup.
The
UC
hardest
Chahal.
done by. Hardest.
No, everyone is hard done by.
Yeah.
UC Chahal, yeah. He's hard done more than Umran Malik.
Exactly.
He is not part of your test team.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was not at the WTC. Then there was a 1 month break after that. Only thing he's played is IPL before that.
and,
Long
and
ago.
even there, by the way, they didn't make it to the playoffs. So group stages.
Yes, so group
Yeah.
stages of IPL not played since then,
Yes.
not part of it. Then you get to West Indies, not part of your test squad, doesn't play.
Doesn't play
then
two
does not
ODIs.
play the 2 ODIs that he plays.
May or may not play the third.
May play, let's say 3 matches from here on, including the T20 and
T20s,
ODI,
yeah.
or 4 matches. Is that enough to go into the Asia Cup with? Wouldn't I want him to play a few more games in Ireland? Why not?
He's had 2.5 months of break. That's it.
Kuldeep Yadav.
Same.
Won't you
Yes.
want him in rhythm?
Of course I want him in rhythm. Of course I want him to play more and
Yeah.
more games. He's not getting any chance. Akshar Patel, you are having to rest Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and pat him at number 4 because you don't think there are enough white ball games to judge him. And there is a white ball series, why are you not sending them? When you have to take a flight from the West Indies via Europe, doesn't matter, play 3 games, yeah. You can play 14 non-stop games in the IPL. Why are you not part of the Ireland series? Is I can't. The only good thing that I've seen from that squad is the fact that Both Jasprit Bumrah, Prasidh Krishna are back, which is a good sign that they will be available. But I cannot understand about everyone else. Nothing against Rinku Singh,
Tilak
Jitesh Sharma, Tilak
Ritu.
Verma, Ruturaj Gaikwad. Nothing against. They are our future. They are a future of Indian cricket. But I'm sorry, they're not in the scheme of things for this Cricket World Cup. Right now, as a well-wisher of Indian cricket, as a fan of Indian cricket, my focus is on that. And I would have wanted these guys to have gone there, played 3 games, gotten into form. By the way, I'm not only looking at the World Cup, I'm also looking at Asia Cup. I don't want that embarrassment of the Indian team not making the final like they did last
year.
So, and winning an Asia Cup will do wonders to your confidence going there.
Yes.
So, I'm actually looking at Asia Cup. And if I'm looking at winning the Asia Cup, which I want to, there's Pakistan, I want India to win Asia Cup, then I want all these guys to be in form. And the only way they will be in form is when they play more and more cricket. I'm very disappointed that none of them are part of the Ireland squad.
8 members. 8 core members that you are expecting will form not just your 11, your backup 15 also.
Yeah.
And again, they have gotten formats mixed. They don't know which player to fit in what format. They are making that same khichdi that they did in 2021.
That's worse.
Asking ODI players to play T20Is. It happened with Sanju. T20 World Cup here? Oh, play ODIs. ODI World Cup here? No. I think we are fit for T20Is. It's happening to him. Yuzi Chahal. Greatest mystery. Why he hasn't played 2 T20 World Cups? And you are not picking him for Ireland.
And he won't play the ODI World Cup. He won't.
He won't. And you're not playing him in even the West Indies T20Is for crying out loud. Not that much. Because Kuldeep and Aksar might start. Who knows?
We'll take a few comments. Sagar Madhukar is saying, what if they say they are giving game time
for the players?
For players that are going to Asian Games. Don't they need to be in touch? Again, you guys will criticize if India lose Asian Games giving the same reason. No, sir. I do not know how much you are worried about India winning a medal in the Asia Cup. I'm not too bothered. If you give me a chance between an Asian Games, sorry, is he talking about Asian Games?
Asian Games, yeah.
Yeah.
Asian Games or India doing well at Asia Cup or World Cup, I'm going to pick that. Asian Games, there is a reason you are sending a B team. If it was that important, you would try and look at more regulars to go and play there. You cannot afford to do that because your priority is Asia Cup. So the guys who are going to go for Asian Games, by the way, the competition in Asian Games is what?
Just Pakistan and Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
I think the way the format is, you're playing directly the knockout.
Yes.
So what is it that you need?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Sagar, your logic and my logic, we look at game, the way we look at this sport is very different. If you've gone by, and I don't think you're old enough, I'm old enough to remember India going and playing a Commonwealth Games in 1998. Ajay Jadeja was captain. India also sent a B team there. And by the way, India were focused on their main series. Toronto
against Pakistan.
Which is a bilateral series, which was not even an Asia Cup. And I remember that there was clear focus amongst fans and media more on that than the Commonwealth Games. So I know, I've seen it, and I do not think that this is going to happen, that Asian Games is going to happen. And by the way, in terms of criticism, there are times that things need to be criticized, there are times where things need to be supported. If you watch our platform regularly, you will know that there are days where everyone might be criticizing something, we support it. But there are days that it needs to be criticized, it will be, and such kind of trolling is not going to get us to stop. What is
exactly? Mr. Shekhar is saying, if Sky triumphs in the WI T20s and had he been in this Ireland squad and performed, would we have again reignited his stakes for the ODIs after repeated failures?
Do you know that Sky even now, there's a good chance makes it to the World Cup squad? Doesn't matter whether he gets runs in T20s or not. Because right now you're not left with too many options.
There are no options.
There is still a chance, because I heard Rahul Dravid's press conference the other day where he said, yes, Sky hasn't gotten runs, but he went on to say,
long road.
Yes,
more chances.
There's a good chance he comes. All I'm saying is, if that is what the team management has decided, right or wrong, then what would you want? You would want what they've decided. What would I wish for? I would wish, okay, the team has decided that they're going to stick with him. Then I might as well have him in good form for the sake of Indian cricket. I'm not going to be that negative person and say, no, I didn't want Sky to be there. The team management is deciding, I hope he fails. No, I would rather have him get runs then. I hope that decision comes true. Sai Krishna Thakur.
Sai Krishna Thakur is saying, by resting Surya in Ireland series, They have made a mind that irrespective of his form, he's going to play in the World Cup.
I just said
He
that.
just said it,
And
yes.
that's because they don't have any other choices.
Yeah.
One second, just leave it there. What
Kevin
is-
Abraham.
Yeah.
Kevin Abraham is saying, how many low scores does it take for someone to be termed as out of form?
I would say about 5-6 innings, 6 innings, 7 innings, maybe somewhere close to that. You would say that a person is. For example, Shubman, I would say Shubman had an outstanding IPL, but since then there are 2 knocks that he played in WTC where he didn't get too many runs. After that, he's played 2 test
3
matches
in West Indies, 3 innings.
2 test matches in West Indies, and now a couple of ODIs as well.
So that's 7 innings.
Yeah, I'm guessing that you'd have to say bit rusty, but I don't think it's a stage where you're really worried about. He's a quality player, so I'd expect him really to come back into form. 1 second, please leave it at that.
Go back.
Go back. Yeah.
From there, go back.
So, yeah, I mean, every time a squad selection happens, this is bound to happen in a way. Yeah.
There are a few super chats. People are asking about the super chats.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. We'll try and take it. We're taking.
SD Roy.
You can show us from there.
84 AGT saying the main issue is underperformance with bat of Hardik and Jaddu.
Yes.
Should have been really good ODI batters by now. But
By the way,
Jaddu.
there's no Jadeja also.
That's 9.
Jadeja, nine people.
There's
No
no
Ravindra.
Jadeja as well. Though Jadeja probably is the only guy
You
that
can
I
say-
can make
Yeah.
through and say rest. He's playing all format
Yeah.
and he's in good form.
Yeah.
And played right up to the
IPL final,
WTC, Test,
WTC,
ODIs.
yeah.
He's playing everything.
Yeah, the only guy who I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
He's resting.
So-
the only guy.
Shubham Garg is saying making
Yeah.
Hardik white ball captain will be the biggest mistake India is making. He is part of all knockout matches since 2016, out of form, overconfident.
Okay, so Shubham is clearly not a fan of Hardik Pandya.
Hmm.
Shubham, I'm not going to be that, skeptical about having Hardik as the white ball captain.
Yeah.
He was just a short while ago, everyone praised him.
An IPL title winner in 2022.
And then when
And a
the
finalist.
final,
Yeah.
that the second IPL title was a ball here and there,
Yeah.
that close. So could have been, but my point is that I'm not going to judge him till he's got enough games.
Yeah.
He's also going to get his chance, right? As it looks right now, it's going to lead you into the next T20
Next
World.
T20 World
We'll
Cup,
judge
yeah.
him then, but too early then to say. But I agree, his personal form is not great with the bat, which I would want him to,
Yeah.
better, which is why I would want to have seen him in Ireland.
Yeah.
Karthik K from the US is saying this is a vacation management. The players are not worried about having muscle memory,
Good point.
which is foundation for becoming great. They are now bigger than the game.
Very good point, Karthik. Exactly echoing what we are saying. This is vacation management.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And you're often
allow
stressed.
players to
Yeah.
Get
take
their
vacation.
rest.
Absolutely right.
And Nikhil has often stressed on the fact that players have to rely on muscle memory. They have to continuously play. But then if you have that stop-start kind of a picking where you don't play one series, you don't play one match, play the next, that muscle memory is bound to be impacted by it.
Yep.
And that's a very underrated fact which Karthik has pointed
See,
out.
workload management happens and this is a term which I think is more applicable to team sports like say football, where everyone is working on the field at the same time. How do they manage workloads over there? They'll be monitoring muscle injuries or monitoring, the players, how much they've played over the past few months. And then when they have to be given rest, it's a sustained period of rest before they're brought back. It's not a case of, okay, you'll play this match, then you won't play this match, then the next 2 matches you're sitting out, then we'll bring you back for the next.
This is
it's just
ad
not
hocism.
possible.
This is
Exactly.
Can I tell you one thing? I'm guessing where things stand right now. Obviously, Hardik would have been consulted.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not playing, right?
100%.
Maybe Ishan or Shubman may have been consulted or even. But I honestly feel this is my gut. If I'm Yuzi Chahal, you ask me, because he wouldn't have been asked. And if you asked me, you want to play, I'm sure he'd be dying to play.
Dying to play,
for India.
yes.
Doesn't get a chance. If I'm Kuldeep Yadav, you asked me whether you want to play or not, he would have 100% said I want to play.
Especially
I can
considering how
be
stop-start his
100%.
career is.
Akshar Patel 100% would have said I want to play. I think even Sky and Ishan, if they were asked, would have said 100% I want to. The only one, as I said, one person who in that sense justify being rested is
Ravi
Ravindra Jadeja, who's been playing non-stop cricket, and I agree there's not too much to gain with him going there. But everybody else should have played, and I think because Hardik would have been asked, I'm a bit disappointed that he would have decided not to play. Unless he didn't take that decision he was told, much like in the form that Rohit and Virat have been told that you rest for these ODIs. I don't know whether that's the thing. Could have been, possibly. But I have a feeling most players out of this, if they were asked whether you want to play that Ireland series. They would have said yes. They're not getting enough chances to play.
So is this the first team picked in the Ajit Agarkar regime?
No, second.
Second.
West Indies.
West Indies.
West Indies T20s.
Yeah, the T20I series in the West Indies and the
Had
Ireland
all the
series.
regulars. There was hardly any complaints there.
Yeah.
But now, because what
You've
it
gone to
tells
the
you-
new extreme then.
No, what you've done is you've taken it as a light series, so
Yeah.
light. Which I agree, it's not you're not playing the World Cup. It's not the most important series, but it's important in the context of that. This is the World Cup, or what you can achieve,
Yes.
or what you're trying to achieve. This is an opportunity to get your personal goals, those personal boxes that need to be ticked. That is what you needed to use this series for. Not that winning Ireland. Of course, this team that goes is a good chance wins. That's
They
not
will most
important.
likely win Ireland anyway.
That's not important. Just as in this West Indies series, we kept saying, if we are judging and if we defended this Indian team's decisions to make experiment in West Indies, because as we said, winning or losing this series does not matter. The end result matters, which is Asia Cup and World Cup, if that's what you're aiming for. If you've given the benefit of the doubt there, then you need to extend that same logic here. We can't say for there, the result didn't matter, but for Ireland, the series result. No, your personal things, answers, questions for which you're looking for answers, you could have got some here. You've not utilized that
Also,
opportunity.
don't we always say that with bilaterals nowadays, we don't really look at the results that much for India, because India for years have been bilateral kings, but we'll end up somehow shooting yourself in the foot when it comes to an ICC tournament.
Yeah.
So if we're going to go to that extreme and say that bilaterals don't matter, then the result shouldn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mr. Shekhar is saying.
Yeah, we have it here.
Yeah. I want your views.
No, it's another one.
Earlier chat,
So
okay.
first is if Sky triumphs and
No, we took that question.
We
took that. Yeah.
The second one is, I want your views. Whether Sky should be given a long rope, not the setups. Isn't 24 ODIs with average of 25 enough to justify Sanju's chance with 50 plus
No
average?
one's taking away Sanju's chance. That's the point. It's both
Different
of them,
roles.
Exactly. And in an ideal world, you would actually want both of them playing in 4 and 5 respectively.
Yep.
But it's not. You're not getting that ideal
Yeah.
world.
See, Surya is the backup for Shreyas. And beyond Surya, there's no
Sanju
one.
and Sanju is the backup for
Ishan
KL actually.
Yeah.
If you're looking
I
at
think
it.
it is KL, Ishan,
Sanju, correct.
In that chronology. So Sanju is not even fighting for that position. After Surya Kumar Yadav, it is a clear reflection, as Nikhil pointed out that day, there is no one.
Yeah.
There is no backup.
And Sanju has and Sky hasn't actually been in any form.
Yeah, that is the problem.
More questions
super
there,
chats.
you can tell us.
Yeah.
you have taken, there's the last chat of Shubhamkar. Sir, biggest thing is media is only concerned about Kohli, Rohit, form, other players, failures, form are put under carpet. All blame
Shubham.
is put on. All blame is put onto those two.
Very good point.
pertinent
Shubham
point.
is saying that, when it is Virat and Rohit's form, we keep discussing, which is not wrong because they are the two biggest stars that you have. And obviously the discussion around their form is going to be more than everyone else. It's always happened in cricket. Sachin's
Yeah.
form was more important than anybody else's form. So it has happened. I agree. But you're right in the point that you are raising, that why are these folks who are not performing or not in great form is not of concern to the Indian team. If all of this form was of concern to the selectors, to the team management, you would have ensured these guys go play in Ireland. What is this business that no rest, workload management? I would be like, if I'm the chairman of the selector, I'm like, no, Hardik, runs are not coming from your back. You are one of our crucial cogs in the wheels. You are a T20 captain, but in World Cup, you're going to play an important role. I want you to get back into form quickly ahead of the Asia Cup. Asia Cup is important. How does he get into form? Play as much as you want. You're coming from a chutti.
And their
Can't
answer is, in
understand.
their way, his way of getting back into form would be to manage his workload or lack thereof.
There is no workload. Can we go back to the team slide, please, Saransh, on that? If we can take a few more questions. Where Zakaria is saying India need to learn from Pakistan. They select a good squad and they don't joke around. But Zakaria, what has also happened is that they've been stable in the sense, right?
Yeah.
India has been forced because of injury.
Injury.
Assuming these injuries wouldn't have happened, and if Shreyas and KL were fit,
Fit.
you would have had pretty much the same squad, barring a few changes here and there, which most team would have done. So
Yeah.
India is unfortunate in that regard. It's not a situation of their making. It just so happened that a few players got injured, and so now you're in a bit of a
strife, you may say. Vivekanand VGS is saying Ritu should be tried at number 4 in ODS to be backup for Shreyas in World Cup. has very good technique, plays both spin
But he's
and
already not in the scheme of things because he's leading the Asian Games team.
I'm
my
sorry,
friend.
Vivek. Maybe
He's not.
2027.
I'm saying his point is not wrong. Maybe
Huh.
he is.
At number 4, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying can't be now.
That can't be now.
It had to be tried much earlier, say by January to March in that period.
But they want too many games as well. So
Yeah.
I don't.
And no, actually there were games, but you played your core.
You played your core.
But you
yes.
had your.
Yeah, good.
Who
That's a
knew
good
that?
point.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, assuming, let's say, something happens to the Pakistan. I'm just giving an example to the middle order. Let's say 3 or 4 players pull out. Oh, let's give it England. Let's say just now, few weeks before the World Cup, Butler and let's say Besso
Bairstow.
pull out because of injury. You're gonna
scrambling.
panic.
Yeah.
You're gonna panic.
Yep.
It can happen to any team. So I don't think it was,
Planned, let's say.
yeah, it just so happened. Aditya
Kavlekar is saying workload management should be done when there is work. It's more of vacation management.
True.
Comment of the day, Aditya Kavlekar.
Title of the video.
Title of
The
the
title of the video will change it to what Aditya
Yeah.
said.
Vacation management.
Vacation management.
That
indeed.
is the comment of the day. Go down, please, Bharat, Pavan. Sorry, can we take a few questions?
Okay. Yeah. King D. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Sagar's question. I think he.
Go down. That one. Yeah. Then, what were your thoughts on the recent ACC Emerging Asian Cup Pakistan beating India? Wait.
In the finals. That's
Yeah,
fair.
in the finals. You wouldn't want that in the Asian Games, right? So why not give game time to the probable ones? But again,
I don't think he saw our videos when that
Yeah.
final happened.
But again, ACC, see, it has its place.
Push.
Yeah, it has its place. I mean, let me be very clear about it, yeah, Sagar. But again, Asian Games, it coincides with your World Cup.
And World Cup will always give him
No,
precedence.
but I don't think he saw our shows when we did the post-match show of
Yeah.
the Emerging Cup as well. I think we criticized India for the way they played that day,
Yeah.
but we also praised India for the fact that they went in with actually an emerging team,
Yeah.
whereas other teams actually played
A lot of
their
their capped
second string
players.
team. India actually played the fourth string team, and I think India were the only team that took the word emerging seriously and actually did it. So we had all praise for
Yeah.
the Indian team. I don't think you saw that video.
And
The
remember,
good thing about
yeah.
digital is nothing gets deleted.
Yeah.
It's all there. You can still go out and check it.
And remember, all the other teams played at least 1 or 2 international stars. We didn't even play that. We
Exactly,
played
yeah.
IPL stars.
So his point about Asian game versus this does not stand. See our video, and our stance has been very consistent and it didn't change with the Emerging Asia Cup. And yeah. What's
Harshit
Subaraya?
Subaraya Parthasarthi is saying, Ishan Kishan should open with Rohit. Gill as 1 down and then Kohli.
Kohli at 4. You're not changing Kohli's position.
I mean, not bad suggestions. All of these are good, but I don't think it will happen. I think what
Yeah.
India will do is they won't want to. Anyway, you're experimenting a lot. You'll get a lot more criticism. So I think the right thing would be just go with Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma opener, Virat at number 3. Let it be fixed. The only one in that case who has to adjust is an Ishan Kishan.
Yeah.
So let it just be like that, and let Ishan Kishan be the one that makes that adjustment instead of changing the whole batting lineup, much like India will have to do now in terms of their venues, because they are changing India Pakistan to 14,
Yeah.
because of which now 2-3 other games will have to be changed.
Yeah.
Let that not happen.
Yep. Harshit Patalia was asking, Dravid isn't going to Ireland. How will he judge form?
Workload management.
Yeah, how would you don't have to go there now. We sit here on Sports Today's studio and judge forms. Does he have to go to Ireland to judge form of a player? It's he on television, yeah.
But I like what King D says. He's saying
Shit.
what's happened to Shivam Mavi. They just distribute India caps so easily now, and there's no value of it. Shivam Mavi, again, if I'm looking at names and I'm wondering what has Avesh Khan done to deserve a call up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I questioned his recall, by the way, even for the West Indies series. Makes less sense even here. Again, Mavi, and by the way, Mavi has every right to feel hard done by. He did okay in the 2-3 T20Is he got to play. He didn't get a game in the IPL,
In the
after
IPL he
that.
didn't play.
And that was not his fault.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Avesh was terrible.
Arun Ramachandran Singh, he feels that Sanju will be ignored from the ODIs.
Same.
Arun, that's exactly the sentiment, and you may be right. But all I'm saying is that if I'm Sanju, play 2-3 good innings. I'm telling you, he'll set the cat amongst the pigeons. You will have doesn't matter what you want to do. As I said, I gave the example of Ajinkya Rahane. Nobody would have guessed that he would have come back into the team. right? One good IPL, you come back. Right now, we are so starved for position that we are, running helter-skelter looking for replacement. You see what happens. What has happened in the past is gone. You see what happens if Sanju plays 3 good knocks. 3 good knocks. He's got enough chances. I think he'll get 3-4 good games in West Indies. He's going to get a few games here. Let him get those runs. If he does not come into the conversation to be part of the team, then you come and tell me. He will, because right now you do not have replacements. You're struggling. You are even going to the extent of trying Akshar Patel as a regular batter. You have no option. So sometimes it's easy to look back at the past and say things will happen, but you do not look at. I go back to Sanju Samson. There are a lot of occasions where, as I said, there was talk that he was not selected. Sometimes it was unfair. That's why I used to say, why can't he go play 3 outstanding IPL knocks, take his team single-handedly? You can't be stopped after that.
Yes.
I'm just trying. I'll give you an example of Delhi cricket. Delhi cricket, because I've covered it for many years, so much politics at junior level. Okay, you try not to pick a player, then comes across a player or two in under 15, under 19, who will smash 500s in 10 games that he plays. And even if you don't want to pick him, and I know how much bias there is, they have no option but to pick him. You have to write his name because he's done that. So sometime if you're in a situation where you're on the margins and assuming there is a bias, I'm not saying there is, but assuming there is a bias, you have to set the benchmark here. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. So if you say that he has not been lucky with selections, I'll agree with you. But nothing stops him from taking the benchmark really high. Look at what our Yashasvi Jaiswal has done. He was not in conversation to be. 2 IPL seasons ago, nobody was even talking about him being in the Indian setup. There were many people ahead of him. Oh, what did he do?
600 plus runs this season.
First chance in test match, also get.
100.
Whatever chance you get, he said, I'm going to grab it.
Yeah.
Now you can't ignore him.
Yep.
Cannot ignore him. So it's left for every player. See, you got a feel for a player who never gets a chance to play for India. There have been so many who kept playing domestic cricket, never got a chance. I can feel for them.
Yeah.
Some of these players get to wear that India jersey. I know it's tough. It'll always be tough for someone to make your impact, because you only get initially when you're starting only get 2 or 3 games sometime. If you're an established player, you'll get plenty more thing. But to even reach there, you have to just take care of those 2 or 3 chances. I'll tell you, I have a feeling that when MS came, so much a thing, he didn't have a great time and they were running thin. If that knock in Vizag wouldn't have come, another 2-3 failures probably wouldn't have played.
Yep.
But he got that one game in the first 4-5 games that he played
Second
for
match
India. He played 2 in
Bangladesh. 0 and 7. Then he played the one T20.
I'm saying he would have known.
ODI. One ODI.
He would have known in the back of his head that that's probably the last he was going to get a chance. But what did he do? Got one chance.
Vizag 148 and he never looked back since.
So I'm saying chances are less. I agree. Make use of it, and I think Sanju will get enough chances. I'm saying let him get those 3 runs, 3 knocks.
Yeah.
If not 3, 2 stunning knocks. You see what happens. You see what happens. We will only, you guys only, all of us will sit and scream from top of our lungs that Sanju Samson, where is he? Sanju Samson.
Yes.
But for that, he needs to do that.
Indeed.
He needs to do that.
Indeed. So that is.
What is Ajinkya Gupta saying? He said we won the last World Cup because we had a proper plan for each position and players. Yes, that's true. That's true. But as I said, 5 months ago before the IPL, I thought we had everything sorted for this World Cup. What would your team have been? Your team would have been Shubman and Rohit opening, 2 outstanding openers, envy of the world. Shubman sublime form, Rohit doing well. Virat at number 3, he may have gone through a rough patch in test, but ODI was his
bread and butter format.
Yeah, he'd be there. 4 would have been Shreyas Iyer, who was an all-format player for India.
And doing well in...
5, KL Rahul used to be an opener. We were saying we have him at 5. Hardik Pandya, the best, probably the all-rounder in white ball at 6. Jadeja at 7. I mean, then you'll have...
Kuldeep or a Chahal.
Shardul or a Deepak Chahar. We were like, our batting is still...
Siraj, Shami, Bumrah.
Yeah, we were talking.
Systematically.
If this was the team, all top of their fitness, performing, you would have been... one of the teams to watch out for.
But now it's become
Not work
a
out like that. That's
bharta.
how.
It's not become a khichdi anymore. It's become a bharta at this point.
Yep. Take Saurav Mukherjee's comment, please.
Saurav Mukherjee is saying there is a
That goes down slightly.
down. Oh.
There is a headless chicken, and then there's Indian cricket. A player coming after almost a year is made the captain without any match fitness. Glory and fame can earn you anything.
Yeah, but again, Saurav, the thing is that the captaincy here is not too much of an issue.
It doesn't matter.
I'm
It's
not
temporary
looking at
captaincy.
Jasprit Bumrah, exactly. I am only upset that Jasprit, I'm happy, is here. You've only made him the captain because he's kind of the senior most player of the squad. But the only thing is, if you had got all the 7-8 regulars who you are looking at finding form, who you're worried about, who you're giving chances in West Indies by dropping Virat and Rohit, there was another opportunity to have played them at an international stage. You've not done that, so you missed an opportunity.
Yep.
That's my only thing. Captaincy, he did it.
Doesn't matter. That's also
Sanju
been passed
did it.
around.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Really doesn't matter.
Well, Akash Bharadwaj has put in a googly. He's saying, sir, I think Prasidh is in the ODI World Cup and that's why no Umran.
No. While that may be the case, I'm saying what's stopping you from bringing him now? He's playing there. You want to see whether he's the real deal or not, right?
Yes.
He's not right now. You know that there is potential. He's quick.
Yep.
Everyone gets excited, but he's not been performing well. Why? Because initially he also had stop-start.
Correct.
Now you start giving him chances. Let him keep having a run. How does it matter?
Yep, it doesn't
Let
matter.
him have a long run. See him for a long time. Now take him there. What workload management does he have to do? Now, he didn't play test matches, nothing. We'll play a few games here. That is what I can't understand.
Yes.
You give somebody 2 matches, then go, then 3 other player come, then 4 other player come. Doesn't make sense.
It's really a big problem. Aditya Kavlekar, when India play the World Cup in Indian conditions, many of our out-of-form players will strike form. The only problem is India will face is scoring the big runs like 350 plus. That's where England and Australia hold the edge, especially England.
Yeah.
They have power hitters, man and man.
And even Australia.
Yeah, Maxwell, Stoinis.
Head, Marsh.
Head, Marsh.
There's enough players who can play
Green.
long innings. Cam Green.
Yeah, Cam Green.
So if you've joined us late, go back, check out our detailed video where we tried to dissect the selection. The big talking point, of course, as we mentioned, is what workload management.
Yeah.
That probably will be thumb
Yes.
for this video. If you like the content that we presented to you, do give us a like please on the video. It will mean a lot to us. Meanwhile, if you're watching this video not live but recorded, we'd love to know your views because we try to take all the live comments. It helps us see various different perspectives. So now if you put a comment in a recorded video later, if you're watching it, we'll try and read that as well, and probably then take that into account the next time we do a live on any of the team selection or going forward. For the moment, we're gonna bid goodbye, but with a reminder, subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't already, and tomorrow is the game.
Yes.
It's going to be very interesting whether
decider.
Virat, Rohit play or not.
Yeah.
So we're going to be live with you guys as always, going through as the team is selected, and we'll all watch it together, you guys and us, and discuss that at 6:15 tomorrow. The game starts at 7, so we'll be live from 6:15 till 7,
Yes.
as we always are, and look forward to your company then.
Yep.
For the moment, from Siddharth, Shane and I, bye
Bye-bye.
see you.
Good night.